In this video, we'll be looking at the Monarch Saber King of Knights unit in anime Vanguards. So if we look at my Saber, she has the Monarch trait on her, and she also has the best damage grade, Z plus seconds per attack, and S range. So she is really good. But let's go ahead and go into a game and see how good she really is. So the placement price of Saber is 1,600, so it's not too bad. It is the highest on my team right now, but it's still really good. Her starting range is all right, but then whenever she's maxed out, her range is actually really good. We're just gonna go ahead and place her down right here, and at base she does 9,000 damage due to the Monarch, and because she's Monarch, she does 300% more damage than she normally would. And if we look at her passives, her starting passive is her seconds per attack is minus by 20% for her first 5 upgrades, and then her attacks repulse the enemies, which knocks them back on the track, and then she does 100% more damage whenever she hits an enemy for the first time. So if we look at these enemies that are coming in, and you see whenever she hits them, they're gonna go back on the path. So now they got knocked backwards a little bit, and then now they're coming again. So that's what her first passive does. So let's go ahead and upgrade her a few more times, and at upgrade 3 she gets Cyclone Blade, and then she jumps up to 24,000 damage every 4.5 seconds. So now her circle is bigger on her attacks, and at upgrade 6 she gets a new passive, so let's go ahead and get her there. And at upgrade 6 she unlocks Heroic Lunge, which changes her attack from the circle to the rectangle type of attack, and her new passive is the King of Knights, so her damage is 30% more, her seconds per attack is 10% less, and she has 10% more range, and she also becomes immune to stuns, and she reduces the time of status effects by 75%. But her first passive that knocks enemies back on the path is also really good because it allows for the enemies to be on the path for a longer time, and allows for the units that are also attacking with her to have more time to hit the enemies before they get out of range. And if you go ahead and upgrade her a few more times, at upgrade 9 she gets Divine Onslaught, which jumps her up to 120,000 damage every 6.1 seconds. So let's go ahead and get that. And then at upgrade 10 she unlocks the Excalibur, and if we go ahead and get that, upon activation her damage does 300% more, and they use the attack Excalibur for 3 turns, and it hits all the enemies in a line in front of where the unit is facing, and the damage is plus 1% for each enemy killed using the Excalibur up to 25%. So let's go ahead and hit the Excalibur, and now you see her damage jumps up to 417,000 damage every 5.7 seconds. Let's go ahead and max her out, and now she's doing 470,000 damage every 5.4 seconds. So she's doing 87,000 damage per second, and she was doing 2 million damage in range with the Excalibur activated. So the Excalibur is really broken on Saber, and even without the Excalibur she's still doing 160,000 damage every 5.4 seconds. So she absolutely shreds all the bosses without a problem at all. This boss had 300,000 health, and it's not even going to get around this corner without dying. It would have already been killed right now, but we have revitalized, so these enemies that are dying behind him is healing him, but it still doesn't matter because he still got shredded anyway. Let's go ahead and just skip a lot of waves and see all these enemies coming in, as she's just gonna absolutely shred through all of them without a problem at all. And that's only with having the one Saber on the map. That's not even including all the other units that I could have on the map at the same time of having her down. This Saber alone can absolutely solo levels on her own, so she is insanely good. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, then let me know by leaving a like and subscribing, and let me know what other anime Vanguards content you would like to see. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.